Greetings, friends and future friends. Today I'm extremely fired up. I am so mad that I can't even tell you how frustrated I am because the greatest thing Korg did was create this chord sequence thing, and now they've messed it up. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. So we hit the record over here, and we go over here and we hit an A minor. Great, we can see it's recording an A minor. Perfect. But now we'll bring that up again, which is great. It's an A minor. My song's going to be an A minor. What's the big deal? Well, here's the thing. A lot of guitar players, a lot of musicians tune down their instruments, especially when you're working with guitar players. And now, if I tune down because, hey, this guy's down 3 half steps. Okay, that's cool. Let's tune it down 3 half steps. Boom, boom, boom. What? F sharp. So when they're in the studio alongside me, John, I got to play an F sharp. Well, what are you talking about? No, you're playing your A minor. We're just tuned down. We're just transposing the song down. So still play the A minor. But no, even if this chord sequence gets complex with different chord changes, it was great. The old way would keep that. It would be an A minor, a D, a C, a G, and the guitar player could play right along it. I just tuned my keyboard down to match the client, the person I'm working with. But now, with this, if I go up or down, this chord changes change, and it just throws everything off. Okay, so then I say, hey, relax, let's find a way to do it. So then I go to settings, go in there to transpose, bring it down. I transpose. You can't transpose this keyboard down. There's no way to set the master tuning of this keyboard down 3 steps so everything is matched up right. So what does that mean? That means for me, this keyboard is junk. And what I'm going to have to do is go back and reinstall version 1.1. Because I don't need this when I'm working with other people, especially guitar players, bass players, stringed instrument people that are in these weird tunings that I say, you play an A minor, and they play an A minor. But when I have to match it down, 1, 2, 3, now it's F sharp. And now these guys look at me, do I play the F sharp? No, you play your A minor. So now that section, that system of communicating with stringed instrument people has now gone away. Now, if they were smart, you people at Korg, you should have put a button or something in there that would lock that. And I've tried here for 2.5 hours. I even thought this lock thing up here would do something, but that doesn't do anything. When you transpose everything, you can see that note changes. We don't want it to change. We want it to stay the same because I want that guitar player or that bass player or that violin player, anybody that's playing a stringed instrument, to play the chord that they're playing. When you're playing an A minor on a guitar that is down 3 steps, that's actually an F sharp, correct. But I don't want the guitar player to play an F sharp. I want the guitar player to play the A minor, which will be an F sharp, but I don't need him to know that. And if I'm writing something quick, now I don't know how how my workaround is going to be. I think what I'm going to have to do is install version 1.1, which I actually did a video on this because you can record. Now, I will say it's nice because you can record a half step down and it'll actually record the C sharp. That's cool if I'm playing an E, but I don't care. What I'm trying to do with this keyboard is produce music. And if I'm going to produce music with other people, I need to have them communicate. I have to communicate to them in an easier way. This has now become, and I think to myself, why would I spend $5,000 on a keyboard to create soundtracks and work with other musicians when I could have just downloaded music? I mean, come on, Korg. Think about what you're doing when you create this stuff, man. We're out here trying to use your equipment to create stuff. As a musician, as a songwriter, I'm not competing with the guy down the street anymore. I'm competing with all these downloadable services. And I got to be fast. I got to be quick. I bring somebody in here. I don't have to sit there and say, well, when I says F sharp, you do this. If I'm going to do that, I'm killing time. And if I'm killing time, I'm not going to be competitive with the rest of the world out there. We're living in an AI world, you know? And now this great keyboard that I was just bragging about this weekend is now become something that I can't use with other musicians. I mean, I can play stuff all day, and chord progressions. All my old chord progressions I bring in that I've been writing songs. I probably got 20 songs I've written on this thing with just chord progressions. And when I bring them in and transpose them, how am I going to get other musicians to play this? This is really a sad thing here, and I'm very upset about it. And if I'm totally wrong, if anybody out there watching this video has a workaround, please let me know, because I want to be able to play an A minor and put it up on the screen and it show an A minor, even though the keyboard's transposed down. This is Reverend John. Take care, my friends.